Hey everyone, hope you're doing great. Chris here with two brand new releases to review on Blu-ray, which is 3D Rarities 2 and the Bolshevik Trilogy, which are three films by Vsevolod Pedovkin from 1926 to 1928. And it includes the films Mother, The End of St Petersburg, and Storm over Asia. So let's start things off with 3D Rarities 2, which is a collection of short subjects and archival material including A Day in a Country, Raymond Spottiswoode's The Black Swan, Mid-Century Memories, and Kodachrome Stereo, which is narrated by Hillary Hess. Also Games in Depth, the prologue for Frankenstein's Bloody Terror, and a trailer for 1983's pseudo-documentary scene anthology, The 3D Movie. Lots of fun stuff here, and honestly, these wouldn't see the light of day if it wasn't for companies like Flickr Alley to bring it to us. And best of all, these releases are region-free, so you can, watch it no matter where you are in the world. And besides the collection of short subjects, the main event of this release, well, at least in my opinion, is the newly restored 3D presentation of Mexico's first 3D film, El Corazón y la Espada, also known as The Heart of the Sword or The Heart of Granada, starring Cesar Romero. And it's a fun swashbuckler, and this release looks absolutely beautiful on Blu-ray, and you can watch it with its original Spanish audio track in 2.0 or dubbed in English, which is also in 2.0. You also get the stereo photography of Harold Lloyd, which is narrated by Harold's granddaughter Suzanne Lloyd. And the pictures are a sight to behold, crystal clear images and so many familiar faces, which, I'm not going to spoil, so definitely check it out. Plus, the souvenir booklet is also included with a lot of fun information to read. And I highly recommend this release, especially to those who love 3D from the early days. And considering the age of these films, it has great picture and sound, which is why I'm rating it a 4.5 out of 5 for both. They did a great job with the restoration, and the 3D is just spectacular, but keep in mind though, you need a 3D capable setup to watch it in 3D, otherwise you'll see it in the standard format. And for features, you get a commentary track for El Corazón y la Espada with author David Wilf and film historian Dr. Robert J. Kiss. And you also get an audio commentary for The Black Swan with 3D film expert Mike BLU. So there you have it, that is 3D Rarities 2. Alright, so moving along to the Bolshevik Trilogy, which I mentioned earlier, is three feature films from the 1920s by one of the pioneer filmmakers of the silent film era during the Soviet Union, Vsevolod Pedovkin. And these three films were previously released on DVD by, I believe, Kino, but they were poor quality. But thanks to Lobster and Black Hawk Films, they have been restored for this Blu-ray release, and they look fantastic. But just know, these are silent films with music playing in the background, so yeah, that means no dialogue. So this set starts things off with the film Mother from 1926, which is Pedovkin's first feature film. And the story is about a family torn apart by a worker strike, and the woman is forced to choose between siding with her labor organizing son or her corrupt husband. And it's just a fantastic watch, especially these old Soviet films, man. I just absolutely love it. And for this film, I'm rating the picture quality a 4 out of 5. And next up in this set is The End of St Petersburg from 1927. And this film centers around a peasant who comes to St. Petersburg to find work, and along the way helps in the arrest of an old village friend who is now a labor leader. And without giving away too much, something happens to him which makes him want to have a revolution. Another interesting movie, although I felt it was a bit too long for a silent film and, just slightly dragged a bit, but beautifully shot. I really enjoyed the cinematography on this one. And this film had a much better image compared to Mother. It's a lot sharper, and overall the black levels stand out more. So with all that being said, I'm rating the picture quality a 4.5 out of 5. And next up out of this set is the last film, Storm over Asia from 1928. And this film is set in 1918, and it centers around a Mongolian herdsman who escapes to the hills after brawling with a Western capitalist fur trader who cheats him. And years later, he helps the partisans fight for the Soviets against the occupying army. And again, another well-made picture for its time. And for this film, I'm rating the picture quality a 4 out of 5. And out of these three films, personally, Mother is my most favorite, but that's just my opinion. But overall, all three films are well-made pictures. And of course, you get a bunch of supplements to keep you busy, like a couple commentary tracks, one for Storm over Asia, and the other one for Mother. You also get Pedovkin's directorial short film debut for a film called Chest Fever from 1925. And a bunch of other extra goodies, as you can already tell for yourself on the back of the case. And like I said, these are silent films, so you'll only hear music playing, and the music all get a 5 out of 5 rating from me. So there you have it, guys, 2 solid releases from Flickr Alley. And as always, thanks for taking a look. Subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, and I'll see you guys soon in my next review. Take care.